If you have a pattern that says to draw diagonal lines on the back of quite a few squares or a huge stack like this, it might make you groan and feel like it's going to take forever. Most people will just take one square at a time, put their ruler down, and draw the line. Now you're also drawing on the bias, so you want to be very careful that you're not stretching it. And then you pick up the next one and you go like this. And while that works, there is a slightly more efficient way to do it. So this is what I like to do. I like to line up a lot of my squares at the same time, and I will overlap them, but you want to make sure that the overlap doesn't end up where you need to draw. So you can't go like that, or this is going to be in the way of drawing the line on that one. So you can just overlap them, making sure again that they don't overlap that center line. And then you can just move one to the next. I find this to be a much faster way to get this done. Let me know in the comments what you think. Have you ever tried this? Does it seem faster? Maybe we'll have to set a timer to it one time.
Wow.
And I use the same process when I'm trimming a lot of blocks, where I have to trim a 1/4 inch from a stitch line, and I will show you that as well. And see how quickly that got done? When I'm doing quilt blocks that have a stitch and flip, where you sew on a line, one square onto another, and then you have to trim a 1/4 inch from that seam line, and then I'm going to press it that way, basically replacing the corner, the white corner with the blue. You can either do it that way, just picking everything up and doing it one at a time, but it's a little bit more work in my opinion. And I know I like to talk about Henry Ford, but the man was onto something. So I like to get a bit more efficient with it, and I will line them up so that they are far enough apart on the cutting mat that I'm not going to cut another one of them. And then I can just move my ruler and cut each one. The key though is to make sure you don't put them so close that when your rotary blade goes off, it hits another one, because then you're going to be starting over. But this is a lot more efficient and it gets the job done much faster.